Welcome back. We are moving on to our next bus project, and that is building our modular booth bed couch, which was designed by Our Way to Rome. And it might seem like we're jumping ahead here, but the reason we want to build this next is because we are going to be using it to house our electrical system. And so before we put any wires in the walls and run it all back to our where we think we're gonna put it, we just want to be sure. And so we're gonna build this, and then we're gonna really be able to figure out if this is the layout we want in here. And then after that, we will actually be starting our electrical system. If I'm gonna be honest, I think we're also just avoiding the electrical. I don't know, it's so overwhelming to us. And what do you do when you don't want to do something? You procrastinate and you do everything else you can before you start that thing. So maybe that's what's happening here. I don't know. But either way, this has to get built, and we're really excited. And we get to follow directions. We don't actually have to figure this out. That's great. I love that we can just follow along. It's so well made. I've read it already, and it seems so straightforward. And granted, we might make some modifications, so it fits our build perfectly. But honestly, I'm just so excited to not have to think through this one and just follow page by page. And I think it's going to turn out great. We're not going to be doing this out here, though. It is so cold today. The temperature has really dropped significantly. So we're going to get the wood stove lit in the basement. We're going to set up our tools outside of the basement door, and we're going to assemble this inside in the warmth, because I hate the cold. So, all right, we'll see you inside.
We're gonna get this thing cranking.
That is so much better. We're gonna get our materials in here now and start building. And no, we are not wimps. It is cold outside, okay?
No, it's not.
It's so cold.
Above 30 degrees is
but
warm.
it's like around 30 degrees.
30
That's
and
cold.
higher is warm. Below 10, that's freezing. Think about the
I
people
disagree.
in Alaska and Canada.
Well, that's why we don't live there.
Yeah.
I think we have everything we need. We don't have a colored printer, so James had to color in this little guide.
Don't
He
judge
had
me.
so much fun doing it.
It's been a while since the last art class.
23 inches?
23 inches.
Boom, baby.
And action.
No!
What?
No!
What?
Oh my god, the flame's coming
I
out.
thought we were making firewood.
No. You gonna help me? You need me a little helper? Woohoo! All right. First frame done.
Looks good.
Beautiful. So I got both bases for the booth ends done. well, the framing, and the framing for the hinge lids as well. And it's dark outside, so we are not going to be ripping the plywood to skin these out. But no worries, we're going to probably just chip away at this throughout the week. But so far, the directions are so easy to follow. Everything is just really just makes sense perfectly. And it's, yeah, been pretty easy so far. So I'm excited to keep going throughout the week. And hopefully by the end, we will have a booth, a couch, a table, a bed, all in one. All right, good night. Hi. James just got home. I was able to work on some of the slats earlier today, cutting those, sanding those, all that fun stuff. And now we're just getting ready to start ripping some plywood. Nice.
Feels
Tasty?
real.
What?
Up there. It's a flying saucer.
Fly.
Flying,
Disc? Flying disc? Flying disc golf disc?
Yeah.
We need that.
Miami Heat getting smoked. There you go. Smoked.
Under 3 minutes left, it's Pritchard. Pritchard does it again. Pritchard with 7 fourth-quarter points. He's got 25 for the game. It's remarkable what Pritchard developed into. That was the 26th pick in the 2020 draft.
We've got our little helpers. Indigo. Mango. Such cuties. Woo! We're getting there, folks.
Yeah,
Check it
helpers.
out. Yeah, they're helping.
Really?
Emotional support cats. It's our first snowfall. But we're still out here ripping. Mango, what are you doing in here? Mango loves the bench so far. She's moving in. You little cutie.
Action.
I can't tell if you're being serious. Did you start the camera?
Yeah, action.
Okay.
I said
Hold on,
action.
hold on.
Have you ever been on a movie set? Oh my gosh.
Anyways, okay. Are you ready?
Why are you wearing a hat when the wood stove is on? Just kidding. I'm just
still
kidding.
wearing my PJs. I literally rolled out of bed, came down here, and started working. Anyways,
Not at all. Yep.
this is my booth. That's yours.
What? We have some stuff stored in there already?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
all your necessities.
That's
on their
not,
own.
I can't sit on that.
Sure you can. I don't know. I'm proud. It took longer, of course, because everything does, because we modified it, which we always do as well. And don't work with warped wood, okay? Because it's going to cause you
Yeah,
issues,
yeah.
all right? Yeah. But we got there at the end, folks.
We are
Ready?
stubborn.
So, 1.
Ooh,
Eh,
ooh,
eh,
ooh,
eh.
ooh.
And then,
Oh.
ignore that.
Yeah, okay.
And then, ignore the rubbing. We're going to fix that too.
Yep.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow. So, some things to still tweak here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly done.
We can sit on it.
And we can sit on it.
Nice.
Look Look, my feet don't touch the ground.
No, get a shot of me sitting on it.
Okay. Wow, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Look at that. Feels pretty stable, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Don't test it too much. Overall, I love it. I think it's pretty functional, and the next one will be easier and faster, I'm sure, because now I have in my mind, I know what I'm doing, and all the changes we made, it'll be easy now to just apply to the second booth. So, all right. Over and out until that's done and all the rest in the next. All right. Good night.
Signing off.
I don't know why I did that. Good night. I don't know why. It's the next weekend. We have snow on the ground, and we are just gearing up to get into the next parts of the project. In order for us to finish our booth bed couch, we need a table. And this is a table that we found on Facebook Marketplace. We believe it is solid wood, and it is the perfect thickness that we need. And of course, it's bigger than what our table size needs to be for the bus, but we're gonna cut it down to size. I actually love the legs with the little hearts cut in them. So maybe we'll save the base of this and repurpose it for something else later on down the line. For now, we're just gonna work on the top. We're gonna sand this down, get it to a nice clean wood, cut it to the size we need, and then go from there. The woman who sold us this table said that it came from her father's restaurant that he owned for many years, and that it has a lot of good juju. So we hope that's the case. We need good juju right now, because it got cold, and as soon as it did, bus stopped working, won't start. Probably a battery issue or an alternator issue. We're gonna try to figure it out, but come on, table, give us the juju. We need it, the good juju. Feels so fresh and clean and revived. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to cut you next though.
Ooh.
Alright, and then we put your side, push it down, and then slide it out, and then make sure you don't slide it out all the way like I
Too
just
late.
did. We'll just collect it back in. Right there. Is that it?
No.
Okay. There you go. And then, yeah, we'll be cutting the excess off and creating a leaf for this section, but
Really?
yeah.
Is it sturdy?
Don't you dare. Look at the I was gonna murder you right there. Bang, crack, boom, crash.
Perfect
Yeah.
cat area.
Oh yeah, they're gonna love it over there.
Phase cavern.
Not too clumsy to do this. If it falls, if it falls, I crawl.
Great way to use your back.
Okay. Slider in. Alright.
Wow.
Let's get the other one.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
Like
wow.
you have a little. But this is pretty much how far out the slats go. That's not bad. So yeah, this will be enough walking space with our kitchen.
Okay, no, let's try that again.
Ready?
Let's try
Go.
that again.
Bang! Yeah, well.
Oh no, wait! I forgot something. There's something over here.
Oh,
that I
I'm not
needed.
crashing into you again. There's plenty of places to pivot around each other, okay? Let me through! This is gonna be us on the bus every day. Move! Let me pass by. Ah! Don't break anything! Ooh.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, what do you think? You approve? You like this side too, right? Yeah, we're gonna keep it on this side. So handsome. He's like, and this will be my throne. So we are very happy to have our booth bed couch, whoa, built, and now we are going to be moving on to some more interior work. But let's give you a quick little engine update. James did remove the batteries. That was the second set of batteries we had put in here. They were used batteries, but James cleaned up the connections on those in the hopes that that would be enough to get the bus to turn on. So we reinstalled those, and nothing happened, unfortunately. See how the voltage drops as soon as you try to start her?
Yeah. See, it's not.
And then it goes back up. Is that an alternator issue then?
I don't know.
So that led to James trying to test the starter and the alternator. By test, I mean tapping on the starter and...
The old whack method.
Yeah, that didn't work. And then he removed the alternator to bring down to our local advanced auto, but our alternator is too large for them to test. So from there, we're like, okay, let's just get new batteries. We know that these ones, even with the clean connections, they don't have enough like cold cranking amps to get the bus going.
Which the store did have a method of testing what
Right.
the cold cranking amps were, which we brought them down, tested. They were at like 750, which is, I guess, too low for the battery, not a total dead battery, but they needed to be, they were rated for 925.
Right.
925 cold cranking amp.
That's why we ended up getting 3 fresh new batteries with over 1,000 cold cranking amps in each.
1100.
1,100 in the hopes that would be our saving grace.
They were actually a lot cheaper as well than all of the batteries that are there. Like they were one of the cheaper
Why is that?
battery, but much larger. And I don't know, the guy said they don't sell them that often.
There's only like a 1-year warranty on these things, so it makes me think they're not going to be
they're
very long
die-hard
lasting.
brand, so we'll see if they die hard.
Yeah, they might die hard on us
But,
within a year.
we did have them check the cold cranking amps of the new batteries that we bought in the store before we purchased them, and they found, was it 1 or 2?
One of them
One of them
that we
was
almost purchased.
300 cold cranking amps, which it was supposed to be rated
So
at
bad.
1100. If you're buying a new battery, it wouldn't hurt if they are able to test them.
Test your batteries in store before you buy them. Yes. But anyways, we put the 3 new batteries in, and the bus still did not start.
Well, they all just dropped.
So our next course of action was to contact a mechanic we know to maybe help us troubleshoot this. And the first thing he responded was, have you started it in neutral? That never crossed our mind.
Never found that info on Google anywhere in all the research that we were doing.
So we went out, put it in neutral, and she fired right up. But that ended up not being our saving grace, because when I then went to try to turn the ignition off, the bus wouldn't stop running. Like, not right away. It lagged, which has never happened before. And then we put it into park, tried to turn the bus on, and it did turn on. But once again, when we tried to turn it off, it did not turn off right away. So this might now be an ignition switch issue.
We really have no idea still.
No
Could
idea.
be a number of other new problems.
And a week later, after we got it started in neutral and park, we tried to start it again in both neutral and park, and now it's just not turning over at all. That's really sad.
I think
It's got to be the connections with the batteries. Like, the batteries are new. The voltage isn't reading that they're high. We're just at a point where we just don't know what's wrong, and we don't know what to do. Besides trying to get a professional in here to check it out, which we have reached out to a company. Hopefully they can come because it might be some sort of electrical issue. We could see on our odometer there is voltage drop when we start the bus. So there must be an electrical issue somewhere.
maybe there's a bad ground is somewhere along the lines.
Or like a fuse, or
so
like, there's so many things it could
on top
be.
of the cold, the underlying or overlying issues, it just makes it harder, especially when you have no idea what you're doing, and Google,
we don't know what we're doing.
Google and YouTube can lead you in 1,000 different directions when it comes to vehicles.
And it's just way over our heads. So I think we just have to try to get someone to fix it.
Before we make it even worse.
Yeah. If you are experiencing or have experienced anything like this and might have an inkling as to what it could be, please leave us a comment and we'll try to see if that's the issue. So that's our update. Unfortunately, we did not get the juju we needed this time around to get the bus going, but hopefully in our next episode, we'll have a more optimistic update for you. And the bus, our Jade bus, Miss Jade will be running.
We'll burn some sage.
Yeah,
That'll
let's
solve
burn
it.
that.
Let's put some sage in the tailpipe.
Oh, perfect.
Drop it in the engine. Maybe we beat the starter with sage.
Thanks for watching another episode, and see you next time. Bye. Oh. Bye.